I'm muted. Let's go. No, I'm not. How we doing, everybody? What's up, Unknown? Genie, welcome in. Your Name, welcome in. Unknown with the first redemption. Hell yeah. And Noah, welcome in, everybody. Chat, how's our Friday evening going? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Imagine, what's good, Hand? Welcome in. Is the YouTube viewer count correct? Probably. Side effect of me renaming myself to Focus Shock. Focus Shock is now #1 on the vanilla leaderboard. That's actually sick. Shock, I'm actually geeked in Clash. Geeked as in not locked in, or what? I'd believe it. Wow, Focus Shock is #1 in vanilla. That's huge. Wait, that's so funny. Pog. Chat, surely they don't realize that the real Focus Shock is the one that's 1 in 3, right? Surely they won't see that? No. Hello, Wampy. Barb Hut Expo. Hello. I'd rather become the Hanged Man card from Balatro than play Barb Hut. Okay. Barb Hut's fun, man. Barb Hut is fun, but not with Expo. Hello. I got 8-ball to 937 rounds won, and it's my most played Joker. That is obscene. GG, well played. Trying to get gold stake on Ghost Deck, any advice? Biggest piece of advice that I can give you on Ghost Deck is don't be afraid to pop the Hex. Generally, when I'm playing gold stake Ghost Deck, anything that is like remotely good that you get like first shop, you rip an abstract Joker, just hex that, John. Just hex that, John. If you're keeping, like, odds are if you're keeping your Hex until like ante 2 or ante 3, you're going to have too many Jokers that you need to score, and then you're just never going to use the Hex because it's going to become too much of a liability to actually use it. So pop the Hex on, like, the first thing that you possibly can. That is the biggest piece of advice that I could give to Gold Stake Ghost Deck players. NGL Clover Pit is really easy. I've only gotten the one run under my belt. I gotta play more Clover Pit. I will say, yesterday, after I got done editing the tier list video, I put probably 2 hours into Mega Bonk before I went to bed. That shit's addicting, chat. I'm just gonna say that. Shock had 3 viewers, bro fell off. I'm taking away your mod badge, bro. You're just not gonna see that shit ever again. I'm just gonna keep it a stack, brother. Gonna keep it a buck, brother. That shit's gone. That was good, gangsta. Hi, Mr. Shock. Can I have their mod badge? Potentially. I'm a console player, so I can't play modded. Rip. Thanks, Mr. Cock. Okay, not if you're gonna call me that, bro. First. Definitely, Aaron. Definitely. All right. Plan for today. I'm tired as hell, so we're gonna do Gold Stake, because what better mix than somebody who's half paying attention and the hardest difficulty in the game? Surely this doesn't go wrong, right? Grinding out Hogwarts Legacy right now. Interesting. It's 5 a.m. for me right now. Damn. Bro's in that European time zone, somewhere over there. I think. It's 12 a.m. It's 11 p.m. for me. Hope you get a Dodge Charger from the Tooth Fairy because you left your jaw under your bed. What does that even mean? We did Black Deck last. We did indeed do Black Deck last, and we actually got a W on it. The spreadsheet does not say that I am winless on Black Deck anymore. So we're on a 1 streak. Honestly, this is probably like the best that our win streak could get. if I don't fumble. Because Magic, Nebula, Ghost, Abandoned, and Checkered are all decks that I perform above average with. So this could potentially be pretty cool. The sold runs counter being 10. Shh. No, it's not. No, it's not. So play really slowly. Yeah, and I'm also going to have to lock in because, like I said, I'm super tired. I've been sacrificing sleep, and I've also had, like, events. I was going to say the past couple of days, but it's... Did I have event? I can't even remember, man. I had a really long day today, and I also sacrificed sleep, so it was, you know, it's something. I'm running at a solid, like, 36% brain function. But surely that's enough for gold stake streaking, right? Right? It will be as long as I don't get distracted by chat. Trust. Just gotta lock in. Just got an insane seed. 3 soul cards before the end of Ante 8. And then the seed if anyone wants to play. Thank you for the seed. If you want to join my Discord, !Discord, and drop that in the seeds channel, that would be much appreciated by the people in there. Hope you get to sleep more soon. I'm not going to be able to tonight because I have more obligations tomorrow. But then tomorrow, like late afternoon into evening, I should be chilling. And then after stream tomorrow, I can just like crash. So hopefully we'll be chilling. But I appreciate y'all. Anyway, let's run the first Jamble of the night. Chat. Lock in for the Jamble. Gamble your channel points on whether or not we win. We are going to start with Magic Deck Gold Stake. Magic Deck Gold Stake. He's going to buy everything in the shop and buy clearance sale in that order. Bro. I do that when I'm I do that when I'm on like 90% brain function. I'm absolutely doing that at least once tonight. Saw your Joker tier list and I love that you put respect on Vagabond. Dude, Vagabond is just broken. Like, you're just a bum if you don't put respect on Vagabond for gold stake. Shock, do 1 run of blue %. Yo, low-key, I might run that tomorrow. Because I do want to start running it on stream. Because I do want to beat it eventually. But it's not going to be tonight. It is not going to be tonight. Alright. That Jamble's been cooking. Do I still have my win streak or did I play? No, I still have my win streak. Okay, huge. Bang. Magic Deck. Jolt Stake. Lock in. We want blue %. Okay, maybe I'll do it later. Maybe. Maybe if I feel inclined, I'll make a forced blue % mod that forces you to be blue. That'd be funny. I bet all my channel points on you winning do not disappoint me. Yo, thanks. Thanks, PV. I think people think about the econ too much and don't realize how powerful the tarots are. Well, yeah, because people who have never taken Vagabond just see that you need to be, like, on $0, and they're like, ooh, that's cringe. But, like, you're generating so much value. You're generating not straight money econ, but you're generating so much econ. And also, like, gold cards and hermits and temperances are going to be, like... they're just going to get you back up to the interest cap, like, immediately, right? Anyway. Wait, black stake doesn't exist? Fuck. Somebody said, what about black %? Black stake absolutely exists. What are you on about? Vagabond is an underrated vampire feeder? That too. It's just underrated full stop, man. People need to put some respect on Vagabond's name. Alright, this full house I think should win. Yeah. Easy peasy. $3. We could take a gift card, probably pretty bad this early in the game, even though I think gift card is like a phenomenal econ joker. Early game, we're just gonna have nothing to support that, so pretty bad. Priestess, little awkward with the consumable slots filled. Probably we just take the buffoon pack. I could take Eternal Summit or Raised Fist. Oh, it says Raised Paw because I disabled the, I was compiling the blue % list earlier today and I turned off Friends of Glumbus. Okay, we'll turn that back on. There we go. Raised Paw or, I mean, if this was like non-eternal, I think this, you could probably be fine here, but this being non-eternal, just take the Raised Paw. We could block with the Priestess, I think that's probably thinking too big for where we're at right now. This should win handily. Finally beat Purple Stake after eons. Huge. Congrats, man. Vagabond and Campfire are both very underrated IMO. Both S in your tier list, though, which makes sense. Dude, Campfire is just insane, man. It's just so good. I could take a Scary Face. Scary Face's chips and Molt if I can always score face cards, which is maybe not that unachievable. And then if I have both chips and Molt, I can kind of just chill on, like... I could try and force a little bit more econ, maybe. Get out in one. Are there any jokers which are better in Gold Stake than White Stake? Off the top of my head, Madness. Probably there's a lot that I'm just, probably there's a lot that I'm just not, realizing. But off the top of my head, yeah, Madness is much better. There's a lot of jokers that are the reverse, where they work better in White than they do Gold, but better in Gold than White? I don't know. I mean, scaling X-Molt, to be honest, like pretty much any scaling X-Molt, because in White Stake, I feel like you're never going to need... Like, White Stake, you should always be going for X-Molt on trigger, right? If you're playing optimally and not just goofing off. So, like, any scaling joker, essentially. If you're playing to win and not playing to, like, you know, not just, like, doing the funny thing. Mystic Summit and Grimbo. Yeah, both of those. I mean, Mystic Summit is still fine early on. Ice Cream, these are both rentals, so they kind of suck. Could take the Delayed Grat, and it is ever so slightly profitable, although it does break even right this segundo. I think probably we never take that. Let's just go next. Save a little bit of interest dinero. If I get the chips here, probably, or from like the Scary Face, probably I can get out in one. Let's play the 2-pair with all these chips. Okay, that can get us through the ante. Fast start. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Bootstraps, but it's perishable. Seance, but it's eternal. Not like I would take a Seance anyway, but like, I don't know, maybe with the Fools, some suit changers, we could rip some Seances. Probably we take none of these. Let's take a quick glimpse in an Arcana pack. That's a start, for sure. That's a start. I can get around that. Let's take a look in here, then. Ooh, stinky. I guess we could take Bootstraps, but honestly, I kind of want to use some of this money to roll. Let's take the Emperor. Cringe. Go one more. Go next. Pretty bad tarot cards, if I'm being honest, but probably that's fine. Because of the Raised Fist, the 2-pair here should be more points than the Full House, so we'll drop that. Is Grimbo a guaranteed +1 Molt on Blue Stake and above without Juggler or Wasteful? Without Drunkard or Wasteful? I don't see what you mean. Dagger gets the benefit of cleaning up perishables, but might not be better than getting the money. Yeah, I would say Dagger's about equivalent. Dagger's also, I don't know. Dagger's good, but it's just not fun to play into. But, like, sometimes you have to, right? Could take the Eternal Parking as an econ engine. Probably I don't want to do that, especially with the Scary Face being a lot of scoring for us. I will definitely take this Chaos here, though. Chaos kind of fire. Grimbo. Looking like pairs. Shocking to probably no one. Take one more reroll just to Tarot Block. Honestly, I'm going to rip a Judgment here. Rough Gem? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not that enthused by it, but, like, it's fine. These don't look that great. We could Strength here, and that makes us net positive on face cards, which is good for the Scary Face. We could Chariot here, because that's pretty pog for the Raised Paw. I think Moon here is pretty buns. I think Justice is something that we don't necessarily need right now, and same with Hierophant. Let's just go for a strength, man. Why not? Make another face card. And then let's rip this one. Full strength, steel card, or planets. Probably this time I make a steel card. Let's go next. Psychic should be fine. We've been wanting to play 5 anyway. What would a tarot pack give when you have all 22 tarot cards in your consumable slot? I believe it defaults to Fools when you're blocking every single tarot card without Showman. Right. I believe there's a lot of people who know more about that kind of stuff in my Twitch chat than me, so Twitch chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe if you're blocking everything, it defaults to Fool. Somebody in YouTube chat said Strength. It's been updated to Strength. Okay, interesting. I think it's Strength. Okay, chat. Both chats are saying Strength. So apparently it defaults to Strength. I guess we can just discard here and try and get some rough gem value. That works for me. It was Fool originally. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of then. My mouse is doing the double click thing again. Smash like. I love that. Nice. Little bit of Moni. We're playing face cards anyway, so this could be a photo chat angle. Probably the gem is like... The gem's not fantastic IMO, so probably it's like in a weird enough spot where I could take the speculative photo here. We also have Cheos in our lineup, so we're seeing more shops, which gives us a higher chance of hanging of the Chad. Red card. Yeah, red card's also... This is kind of a crossroads, I guess, because I wasn't even looking at the red card, honestly, but if we take the red card here, then probably we just play pairs for the rest of the game. We're kind of econed up, so we can maybe do that as well. I kind of like the Chad angle with the photo. Maybe we get out a Grimbo for the photo instead of Rough Gem. I don't know. Rough Gem's just rubs me the wrong way. We could still take red card here. The problem is if I get rid of the Raised Fist, which is what I would want to get rid of for the red card, we are going to be either skipping both of these packs. Well, even if we skip both of these packs immediately, we're still going to be like hemorrhaging score. I think honestly we just give up on the red card if we're going for the photo build. Hermit is really cool. Magician, if we get re-triggers, the Magician Jack is a good angle. I think it's always just Hermit here. Let's take the voucher. Let's re-roll Glorp. See, this was incentive for us to take the red card, right? Because this is kind of fantastic with pairs. Let's take the Arcana pack. I could wheel. We could make some more hearts. Or we could Death a Face. I think all of these are kind of underwhelming. What is Photo doing? Nothing right now, but if it's getting a... God, I can't talk. If we get Chad, then we have a much better lineup than just pair spam. Both for entertainment value and for probably score. Empress then Emperor. That's kind of what I'm thinking as well, although I do kind of want to sell the Empress, but maybe if we have Photo, then that's some incentive to use it. Probably we get more value that way. Let's go for the Emperor. We have Magician now. Maybe I could make a Lucky King and then Death a Lucky King. That seems fine. Almost used the wrong card. Smash like. Professional streamer, by the way. I do this for a living. One more reroll. Man, we would have had... Honestly, dude, we should have gone pairs. We should absolutely have gone pairs. We would have had Polychrome Banner. That's actually a beautiful Polychrome. Luna with the gifty. Many thanks. Many thanks. Appreciate it. Need to see what these drops are all about. Yeah, I forgot they're doing Duolingo drops. Also, Nightly Bit. Appreciate it. Red card Banner, Grimbo, and Spaceman. Yeah, The pairs were the play here, but surely we just get Chad and then we don't care, right? Right? No, chat, that's definitely what happens. We could do this. What is Glumbus the dog? The dog is misprint in the Glumbus mod. I guess I could discard for lucky cards. Probably that's not worth the value of just probably winning here. Yeah. Seven clams. Dude, the foil ice cream and the eternal rental supernova. This is like the one time in my entire gold stake win streak career that I've taken a speculative photo just so that we could maybe get a photo Chad build. And now that I've done that, now that I've made that pivot and I've cemented that as my build, the game is just waving every single like cracked pair build piece in front of my face. This is so annoying, man. And I know damn well if I pivot back into pairs here, we're going to immediately... I know damn well if I, like, sell this photograph and this scary face for this ice cream and supernova, immediately next reroll, it's going to be a Chad. It's going to be stickerless or eternal Chad, and then I'm just going to freak out. The bus, too. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Chad, surely. This could be Chad, but am I willing to take that chance? Nope. Just pivot. Honestly, I definitely should have, but now I'm just not pivoting out of ego. Never deny the red card. True. Chat, don't let your ego control you. This is a masterclass in what happens if you let if you let that happen. Hey, video game, can you, like, hook me up with some not garbage draws? That ego will find the plant? True. I could go for a flush angle here. Or I could just play a pair. That works for me. I put the lucky card like I have Chad. Doesn't matter. Still gets the photo proc, so it's still ideal. We'll block with these planets for right now. Because if we're pivoting into pairs, then we're going to want Mercuries. And if we get the Chad, then we're going to want Jupiter cards. 10 clams. Steven, 4 fingers. It's so sick. Still playing pairs? Yeah. Don't want the 4 fingers. Abstract. Interesting. I really want this mega standard, but I don't think I'm rich enough to, or like strong enough to justify taking that. Dude, this was such a pair build seed. Holy shit. I just did not read the room. I wanted so hard to find this speculative Chad. And I literally clown on photo all the time. And then the one time that I'm like, I should take a photograph. This is what happens. I'm literally never taking photo again. Literally never taking photo again. This is going to score no points because of the flint, but that's fine. I could use a Uranus card for a marginal amount of scoring. Probably I'm not going to do that. You clown on him so he won't deliver? Well, how does he expect me to not clown on him if he doesn't deliver? Hello? That's counterintuitive, Mr. Photo. I'm not worried right now, but like this next ante is going to be where we need something to happen. Free roll, photo, or Chad, surely. Midas. The Chaos is about to expire. Honestly, I could take an Eternal Mask here. Chaos isn't providing to our scoring either. Probably we can get out of this blind pretty handily with 3 discards. Kind of want this mask. It's very greedy because this is Eternal. If it was stickerless mask or even like rental mask, I would just sell Chaos and immediately pop this. But this is a little bit risky. I think regardless, we're getting out of Chaos here. Let's grab the Glutinous Joker, sell. I want you so bad. I don't think I'm allowed to take it. Immediate golden ticket or something. No, I don't have gold cards. It can't pull up. crafty. Honestly, probably better than Scary Face, but it's not if I get this Chad. Oh, that might be an even better pivot than Pears. It's a little late for it, but we have the 4 hands. I'm going to remind you of this mistake, even if you win, by the way. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's deserved. I think with the popcorn from that pack, let's do this. Let's immediately pop this Uranus level. I think we're pivoting into neither Photo Chad nor Pears. I think we just play Pants and win. It's like pretty... Now that I'm saying this, I'm of course going to have it happen to me, but like it's pretty difficult to fuck up a pair or a Pants run, I would say. Again, shouldn't have said that because now it's gonna be Jover. But like it's pretty difficult. Twitch notified me I was about to lose my 3 streak here. Bro, you can't let that happen. Hello? Come on now. Money trigger and I'm saved. I got the molt. I think optimally there we put the 9 before the first face card, right? Hermit's pretty sick. Reroll surplus. Now that I took these Pants, Chad is going to immediately show up. Guaranteed. I'm not taking the reroll here because I want planets. But I guarantee you that happens. I think I don't need a Mega Man. Just give me the Uranus card. Go next. Dude, this purple seal has been like the most devoted purple seal of all time, and I actually so appreciate that. This purple seal's low-key my goat. I don't even know if Photo Chat is better. It's definitely better, but it's like far less consistent, right? Is it worth turning this into a rock? We don't have like mail-in or any shit like that right now, so almost assuredly not, right? Let's just do this. Because I don't know if this 2-pair wins. Ship it. Okay, it does. Wow, that actually got just enough score to win. Only a 3-streak weakling? I have a 27 streak, by the way. I thought you were talking about gold streaks for a second. I almost shit myself, and then I locked in, and I was like, oh, right. That's what you're talking about. Trance here is just disgusting. I wish this was a Mega so I could take both, but that's fine. Plus 50 chips for every scaling joker your opponent has, multiplayer. In theory, that sounds intuitive, but in reality, no multiplayer game lasts to the point where any scaling joker is worth taking. Like even in high stakes multiplayer, pretty much every scaling joker is bad. Unless it's like exactly the small world rule set. I'm wondering if Clever Joker here is worth cycling over Scary Face. Probably not. Because this gets flat chips every 2 pair, but we're already winning pretty fast. So even if I'm not proccing the Scary Face, probably that's fine because it just lets me get more scoring and see more cards, right? Those are all bad. Okay, I would love for this Emperor to yield a death card. That would actually be sick. In fact, let's go for that right now, just to see what I'm working with. Hungman? Okay. We've fixed 9s and 2s and 7s. 9, we don't have a 2 or a 7. So I guess I can hang a 3 here. That seems fine. Isn't high stakes multiplayer still a lot of surviving? Yeah, but unless you have like exactly like a Grimbo burger run on high stakes, like in general the games just don't, because the games, like if you're ahead of your opponent, a game can last for 5 antes, right? In which case like every scaling joker is just dog shit. Like scaling jokers are only really good in high stakes when you have like a lot of rounds, right? Like obviously if the game goes to like both players on their last life, then they can be fine. But in general, it just seems like they're not worth taking unless you're in like very specific scenarios. Which Pen also brought up Campfire though. I have heard campfire. I don't have any experience with campfire in multiplayer, but I have heard campfire is kind of goated in multiplayer. And I can see it because you are rotating out of a lot of stuff generally, right? Let's take a discard here. I find the 2-pair. We'll put the Molt card in front. I feel like I don't need to make a rock here just yet. Let's ship this. It's gonna be rental perishable, Chad. Yeah, probably. Excuse me. 2, 3. We have a 3 of a kind. 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3. So, I mean, probably I just discard everything here to find a 2-pair, right? Yeah. And then I can do one of these. Doesn't hurt to have a couple of rocks in a pants build. Anti-5. Would love some more planet cards. There's the sock for the photo. I'm tempted to take this, even though it is an absolutely horrid idea. But in theory, we could play both. But in practice, that's like not a good idea. What's our boss? De Klurb. Yeah, I think we roll past that. Cartomancer. I could honestly be convinced to take over Popcorn at this point. In fact, I think I'm going to. And then let's take one, if not both, of these Celestials. First one is an absolute scam. Let's take the Earth card. I think I kind of want the second one since I didn't get Uranus. This one also doesn't yield Uranus. So let's take Mercury. Probably it was more intuitive to get rid of the photo. Not necessarily, because the popcorn dies eventually. The photo doesn't have to. Sock my buskin got his buskin socked. Plus 2? Maybe? Okay, ship this. This is getting a little dodgy, but I think if we can find our 2 pairs... Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Ooh. Do you think that all Jokers should be good for their price and rarity? What do you mean? Do I think that the game should be balanced? Yeah, kinda. Not even kinda, just like, yeah. Yeah, Full House is better than 2-pair here, and it still procs the trousers. We'll put a Molt card in front. I don't think this should win, although if it does, then that's a misplay for the blue seal. Nope, doesn't win. Now we can sell the Lover's card and ship another 2-pair, and we get this blue seal proc. Would have loved to have a death card in my hand, but that's okay. All right. Uranus card activated. Polychrome bootstraps. Normally, I really don't like bootstraps. I think it's pretty underwhelming. Polychrome bootstraps. I feel like we're definitely allowed to take. No. Makes our temperance pretty strong. A polychrome, even at this point in the game, is like also pretty strong. We have the Cartomancer that can maybe feed us like some temperances and some hermits. I think we're definitely allowed to take bootstraps over probably the photo here. And then, do I want to rip this Arcana pack? Yeah. Death card, not for the blue seal. Tragic. I can just death a 10, I guess. Do we have like more of any particular one of these? We have 5 6s because we have the purple seal. So maybe I just death a 2 into a 6, death a 3 into a 6 because we have like no 3s. Anything to just put death in my fool, I think that's fine. Let's go next. Tempe. Okay. I probably need to find a 2-pair here. Let's discard. That also works. pop the Tempe. I could make glass since I have the steel card in hand. Probably that's a good play. Could also use the Hierophant. How many 4s do I have? 4 4s. I guess I can just buff all of my 6s since I have a ton, right? We'll use the glass card last in case our purple seal yields a Fool card. I would rather have glass than Hierophant. $14,000 points. That's still not a lot, man. It's not terrible by any means, but it's not a ton. The worst lucky cards in the universe have arrived. Do I want to discard here for the blue seal? I feel like probably not. Let's just go next. Looking for a replacement for Scary Face. That's like definitely the weakest link here. If I could get an X-Molt Joker over Scary Face, this would be kind of perfect. I think Grimbo is getting thrown out soon anyway. Well, we're lowest on Molt right now, right? I think Grimbo we have to keep for the time being. I could see us throwing him out later. But I think for right now, he's a bit valuable. Let's go into the Arcana. I could Temperance or I could Fool Glass. I think we never take Judgment here. Let's Temperance. Let's take 1 reroll. This yields pretty much nothing that I care about. Can I get out of this blind? I feel like probably, as long as I'm scoring faces. Get a Chariot card out of Cartomancer. I can play the 2-pair. Let's see what this yields. Okay. Yeah, see, we're lowest on Molt. Rather than chips, so probably we can't afford to get out of Grimbo right now. Even though he is, like, a little bit weak. What's the most money worth Joker, in your opinion? Like, worth the cost investment? It's gotta be mail-in, right? Gotta be rebate money. If we're keeping it a stack. One of these. I guess the pair of 5s, maybe we keep. We do only have 1 Jack. Maybe this is just the discard. Probably. Okay. No 4s in the deck, so we get rid of him. Why is Twitch chat the inactive one today? I don't know, man. Who knows? Let's ship this. This is going to be low on chips. So probably it's not going to score that much. We should still be fine to get out. Especially with those bonus cards. We have no 9s. We have 1 Jack, 1 8, and 1 7. Probably I do this. Little rough. I can play the 3 of a kind. We have chips from the bonus card in the rock. Maybe I put steel on this just for a tad bit more scoring. Okay, and then a 2-pair should seal the deal. Beautiful. And we get that blue seal. So we're scoring... We'll say the average after the planet card is like 17k on a 2-pair. Is this feasible going forward? Probably we can beat this small blind with no help. The big blind is a little scary. I want like so many things in the shop. The seed money is so good with bootstraps in particular, and the bootstraps is eternal, so we always have to play into the bootstraps. Let's take this Mega Arcana for potential money. We get no money. I could strength a 10 into a Jack, because that makes it more intuitive to play if it comes down to it, and also gives face card synergy, which, like, kind of who cares, but also could help. I have 5 Jacks. So also maybe just putting bonus on the jacks is not too bad. I could wheel here as well. Wheel kind of doesn't help unless it hits polychrome, though. But also neither does, like, pretty much anything else here. What's the boss? The arm. That's... The arm's a run ender for sure. I guess we'll just Hierophant into wheel. Hollow Cartomancer. It's not terrible. Wish it was polychrome, but the fact that we got to hit it all is fine. The photo, it comes back as a rental. We never take that. Probably we take seed money here and then go next. Gonna be a little broke in comparison to the last blind, so maybe our score is a little lackluster in this blind. I think probably we ship... we have no chips if we do this, because we don't have the bonus card like we did last time. I think we always throw 5 here. I think we throw the queen. This is getting a little spooky already. I think I have to play the blue seal here. Maybe I death it right now so that I could still greed for a little bit of value. I think that's a bad play, though, because that just makes it a dead card. But then I just have to... If I death it right now, I at least increase the density, and then I just have to be mindful of, like... Maybe I have to ship it in order to hit the 2-pair in the future. This is... Oh, I'm actually scoring quite a bit more than I thought I was going to, if I'm being honest. Granted, that was with a rock, so that helps a lot, but even without the rock, probably that's still above what I was thinking. We have 1 ace, we have 2 queens, 5 6s, and 1 8, but we have the pair of 5s here. Maybe we keep the 6 and throw the king. Coolio. Hopefully with the glass, this gives us the blue seal, and we have the bonus card there. I was gonna say, I think it's just off. Honestly, probably with the chips, this pair wins, this pair of kings, because we only need, like, what, 6,000 points? So I think I'm going to cycle a high card here. What's maybe the best 2-pair angle? We have 2 jacks, no aces, bunch of 6s, and 2 2s. So maybe I cycle this. In best case scenario, we top deck a 6 and get the blue seal proc. Worst case scenario, we play the pair, and it's going to be close, but I'm almost certain we win with the pair kings. The optimal play here is to go for the 3-of-a-kind kings, because the 3-of-a-kind kings almost assuredly wins with the extra scary face chips. But I mean, pair's not even that much worse, though, because we do... It is 40 times 4 because we've leveled it up a bit. So let's just ship this. Again, absolute best case scenario, we get another 6, and then we get that blue seal proc. Fantastic. Absolutely huge. Mr. 400 with the tier 1 to Will. Many thanks. Appreciate y'all. Okay, we do get that blue seal. I was not paying attention, so I didn't see if we got a lucky card hit, but I don't believe we did. Still looking for something to counteract this arm boss, because that is going to be a bit troublesome. We do need some more scoring for that. Let's... If I take this Mega Buffoon pack, then this Bootstraps is what? It would be at plus 16 when we were at 40, so it goes down to 14. So it would be equivalent to what it was last blind. Trio. The trading card is nice if so many things in my lineup were not contributing to my score. Like, everything here is contributing too much to my score. Maybe besides Cartomancer, but I don't think that's something that we just get to find out here. Mr. 400 and Snails with the bits. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I think we can't take trading card here. I think the, by the same logic, we can't take Sixth Sense here. The trio is tempting if only for this boss. The question is, does it really matter that much? Because this is going to be level 1 full house. We would be playing full houses into the trio. I guess it does matter because a lot of, like, all of our mult is coming from our jokers. So maybe trio here is intuitive. The problem is this also, this not only gets rid of our scoring from like, because I would be selling, I guess I could sell Scary Face for trio here. We have 120 base chips. We have 2 rocks. Maybe I could afford to get rid of Scary Face for this trio. The problem is we have to pay rent on this as well, but paying rent might just be better than the alternative to the arm, because if we don't get like a different X-Molt Joker, probably we just die to the arm. Excuse me. Have $1, I cannot lose my #1 bits challenge. Or badge. Why did I read that as challenge? Thank you, Mr. 400. Appreciate it. Damn, I honestly don't know, man. I really want this trio, but I feel like it's bait. Specifically because it was rental. I also don't know how, like, exactly how much Scary Face is contributing to our score. If we score... See, here's the thing with Scary Face. If we score a pair of kings, it's a times 1. Or, like, a pair of faces, it's a times 1.5. But if we score a pair of... Like, a 2 pair of faces, then it's a times 2. And that's kind of disgusting. I guess trio, you could argue, is a times 3, and so it's better. But our full house level is also like considerably worse. I think we have to keep Scary Face here. Rental perishable trio sucks. That's also a big problem, but I mean, it might, like, in my head, it might be a necessary evil to overcome the arm, because the arm probably just shits on us right now. Maybe it doesn't shit on us, but still. We get stickerless trio and 1 anti, 2 rerolls. Yeah, maybe. This guy sucks at chess. He lost 1-2 to me. Damn. I can't respect you anymore, someone unknown. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable rolling for anything because of bootstraps. Let's just go next. Cartomancer, hook me up. Fool Uranus. I am going to discard this purple seal here because that's very intriguing. But Fool Uranus is not bad by any stretch of the imagination. I think this is the optimal discard, right? Yeah. Well, that's good. I never respected you anyways. Wow. Wow. Taking the mod badge. Taking the mod badge. Removing that shit. Okay, let's fool this Uranus, because that's the only purple seal in deck, right? If it wasn't, I threw. Not kinda, but not really. 4 10s, 4 jacks, 3 queens. But I want a full cycle here so that I can, like, actually hit a 2-pair, so let's just do this. I get this kind of shite 2-pair, but it's 2-pair nonetheless. 1 7, 1 9. Man, this is a fantastic top decking situation to be in. I love this video game. 22 grand. So I need to score this so that I can chips max here. Because without the extra chips from the Scary Face, it's looking pretty dire. World's worst lucky cards, by the way. Actually, fuck these lucky cards. I think we've gotten 1 molt trigger the entire game. Also, where are my blue seals, man? There's just so many things going wrong right now. I'm going to ship this 2-pair because I know it's not going to win. Unless we get, I think, molt trigger wins here. But I know this, usually this doesn't win. 20% of the, or 80% of the time, I guess, this doesn't win. So we can scale the pants maybe a little bit more and also look for our blue seals. And then if we don't top deck the pair, we have 2 6s still left in the deck, so we can just discard because we have the discard left. I think this is worth. And also probably this gets us so close that... Okay, never mind. We got the money trigger and bootstraps took us there.
Never mind.
I should win the mod badge because I beat him in chess. True. Wait, fortune... Oh, but he's perishable. Wait, fortune teller actually goes kind of hard here. Fuck, man. Fortune teller allows us to discard so well. Fucking... This guy's $6. He's perishable. Give my boy fortune teller a break, man. This... What is this guy? If beating Shock in chess would get mod, I'd have it in 20 minutes or less. Oh, dude, I suck ass at chess. Time to lose all of our levels? Yeah, probably. I think into the arm, I low-key take this perishable fortune teller anyway, just so that I'd lose less levels. Is that a crazy take? Because I just need X molt right now, man. Like, the trousers are going to carry my plus molt, so even if fortune teller dies, I'm not that hung up about it. What kind of abuse is fortune teller going through? Bro, he already is an underwhelming... He's already an underwhelming plus molt scaler, but on top of that, he costs $6 and he can be perishable. Give my man a break. He needs it, man. I'm still taking him here because he's more points, which can maybe save me from some unfortunate arm taking away my levels action, but like still, this hermit here is pretty sick. I think I am going to -2 molt on the bootstraps just to look in this pack. We do get another Uranus card. That was pretty risky, but it paid off, so I don't care. I'm going to keep all of my money so that bootstraps is at giga molt, so I can just hopefully win this in like 2 to 3 hands and just get out. It's -3. What do you mean it's -3? Because polychrome? Bro. Okay. I have a low attention span, so if my chess game isn't 100% pre-moves, then I can't play. That's crazy. Temperance for better boot? Yeah, absolutely. We're getting temperance for better boot here. Discarding the pair of 5 seems unintuitive here. However, Scary Face kind of incentivizes me to do so because I want as many points in one hand as I can grab, and that wants me playing face car 2 pair. So I think I'm going to sack the pair here. Oh my god, I don't have to deal with the Grimbo animation. Oh my, wait, it's so good. Wait, it's so pog. Face car. Did I say face car? Shut up, chat. No, I didn't. I have the blue % mod half working, just need to implement the full block list. Interesting. Hear me out, next Sizak tourney, it's blue % multiplayer. That would be so bad. That would be so bad. No. No. Do not unleash this demon on other streamers, chat. No. Don't do it. Okay, let's pop the temperance now. My sleep schedule is fucked again, so I'm here. Welcome in, Aiden. Blue % multiplayer, but all non-blue jokers are banned, so you only see stuff you can use. That would still be awful. That would still be horrible. Man, I really want to not discard this rock, but I feel like I'd have to discard this rock. Every time a non-blue card is played, you lose a life. God. Can you use a non-blue joker if it's foil? That is in the rule set, yes. I actually sat down, for people who like aren't aware of the meme, I sat down earlier today and made like a comprehensive rule set for the blue stake, or the blue % meme. Bro is forced to play clubs. That's the idea. That's the idea. See, Genie's new here. Genie probably doesn't even know what blue % is. I was just about to say we should run it after this run. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Where's the rule set? It's in Discord. It's in Balatro General. Just scroll up a little bit. I think I can get it. Just Godspeed, man. That's you're gonna need all the luck in the world. Yo, Shock, I want to ask your opinion about speedrun Balatro here. I think it's very fun to watch, but I would not be able to do it. I suck at playing this game fast, as literally anybody who has ever seen me play multiplayer knows. I am absolute buns and cheeks and booty at playing this game fast. Kind of want to keep the 6 here, honestly. Cycling 3 cards just does not seem worth. I guess I could play a pair here. That seems bad, but like majority of my scoring is coming from my jokers anyway, outside of chips, and this is only giving me -15 chips. Maybe if I ship the pair, the score's okay enough. I think pair plus 3 2 pairs should probably be enough to get me out. No, this might be throwing. I want to see how much this scores. I wish I had the calc mod still installed, but that's for babies. No, I'm just kidding. 30 grand? Okay. So that means we can assume that 2-pair gets us more than 30 grand, which is actually kind of fire. Let's use this just to get the fortune teller molt, and also because 2 steel cards is kind of cool. I think I'm cycling the queen over the 10 because we have so many 10s left over. Let's play this 2-pair. Moon card. Yo, I actually just got a neuron activation from this moon card because everybody in chat is talking about blue percent, and I was like, oh, sweet, I can play blue cards here. Wait, that's huge. It's so good. Okay, give me a money trigger so that Bootstraps is infinitely better. That would be so fire. Lucky cards, shit yourself. What I mean is, since every run depends on different seeds, doesn't it make the category kind of inconsistent compared to other games? Do you really think it works as a competitive thing? I mean, it's like, yeah. Because, like, I don't know. If you're playing, maybe if you were, like, asking me about, like, hey, do you think this is a viable category for, like, this specific deck, then maybe there's some more gray area. But, like, when you're playing such a vast quantity of decks, if we're assuming that, like, you know, you're playing 15 decks for the full Gold Stake deck speedrun, probably it's intuitive enough to assume, barring skips, because I know everybody skips when they speedrun, but probably you can assume that like 5 out of those games are going to be below average seeds, 5 out of those games are going to be above average seeds, and then 5 out of those games are going to be average seeds. Obviously, that's not going to pan out every time like that, just because like that's how numbers work. But like, I think when you're playing that large of a sample size, I guess is a way to put it, I don't really think the RNG matters. But also, like, there's RNG involved in a lot of other speedrunning, right? Maybe less so in some than others, but like I don't think, like, it's not a bad speedrunning category. Like, speedrunning Gold Stake decks is not 100% RNG, not by any stretch of the imagination. Like Balatro in general is not 100% RNG, right? So to say that the speedrun category is maybe bad because like seed inconsistency, I don't know. Same thing with Minecraft. Minecraft has different seeds and they still have a consistent, like, not consistent, but like a large speedrunning community, right? Recyclomancy lets us hit the 2-pair far more often. Let's take Recyclomancy. Have you clovered your pit yet? One time on stream. Shout out Focus Baron. We are not taking that right now. Let's go next. Standard packs, pretty much the only thing I would care about right now is blue seals, and we have enough of those. Yellow percent when? Not doing yellow percent, bro. I'm never doing any other of like the color challenges. That I can guarantee, y'all. Also, this Cartomancer has just given me nothing but straight ass this whole game. I would just like to point this out. We have 1-9, so probably I'm cycling you. Probably I just cycle. I mean, I could keep the ace, but I think it's more intuitive to just do this. There's a tower card. Should have kept the ace. Now we have 3 queens, so probably I do this. Hello? Hello? Oh, never mind. We drew one. Let's make another rock. Collect our blue seal. Just gonna say Clover Pit is solved with 500 cigarettes. Bro, I've only played 1 run. I haven't unlocked, like, anything. Mr. 400 with the biddies. Hater alert? What do you mean hater alert? I love the art, man. Blue percent just sounds like easier Jokerless. Oh, really? Run it for me. No. Run it for me. Fool for Uranus I would be fine with. Deathing the blue seal I would maybe be more fine with. When we're this late in the game, I don't really know what is expected to yield more value. Because, like, we're not guaranteed to draw the blue seal, so the blue seal could yield nothing, but probably just increasing the density. We still have 4 blinds to go that matter value-wise. I think this is always fine play. Probably you could get away with just fooling for Uranus, but let's pop the death. I'm saying you hating on yellow percent. Oh, that's 100% true. That's 100% true. You are correct, Mundo, there. Aid with the tier 1 for 3 months in advance. Huge! Many thanks. Many thanks. Appreciate you. Chat, should playing non-clubs be impossible or instantly lose you the game in the blue % mod? For how much you have to reset, otherwise it should instantly lose you the game. If it's impossible, then you just have to hold R a bunch more. I would like to see the game over screen. I guess it just comes down to like what you like personally, but I personally would enjoy it more if it was a game over screen rather than them just being impossible to play. Everything that isn't blue should be debuffed. No, because you can still score debuffed cards, right? Jokers still trigger with debuffed cards as long as they're not like on score jokers. You are incapable of playing them in the blue % challenge, which means it's a lot akin to Kaizo Ironmon, because if you just don't draw the club's flush in the small blind, you insta lose. Straight up. Excuse me. Yeah, let's just go next. I don't know why I'm... Oh, -1 Cartomancer. Streamer, I don't think you were paying attention. Discard the rock for the better 2-pair odds. Shock, if you ever want a PNG tuber, hit me up. Perhaps. Okay, here's another question. Is deathing the purple seal here worth? I would say probably not, but maybe. I think the blue seal is always more value at this point in the game. What am I looking for from purple seals? Money for the bootstraps. That's pretty much it. Well, I just got money from that one, so maybe that's the video game's way of telling me I should have taken it. Oh well. I think I am gonna block death here for a blue seal. Yesterday I completed gold stake on abandoned deck. Huge, congrats. W achievement. Stencil, we can take the Celestial. Crazy that yielded Uranus. Could take the standard, but again, like, what are we expecting from this? The Window's a nothing burger. I really dislike that this Fortune Teller is poised to debuff right when I need it most for anti-8, but that's okay. Again, if we find, like, one X-Molt Joker, it's just Jover. Let's maybe do one of these before we cycle the purple seal, just to get a little bit of points. Got a gold sticker on Riffraff finally. Bro, if you're hunting gold stickers on Riffraff, unironically do black deck, because you can take Eternal Riffraff on black deck and actually be chilling. I mean, that's pretty much any deck, honestly, but I like it on black deck because it makes black deck playable. Now Seance none to gold soon. Yeah. Just gotta get it. Excuse me. Just got a straight flush. Just gotta get a straight flush build, surely. Surely that happens, right? Purple seal yields wheel. The steel's debuffed, so we'll cycle that. Interessante. Probably I have to play one or more of these blue seals. We have 1 9, we have 2 6s, 1 5, 2 8s, 1 queen, 3 jacks. So this is probably the cycle because we have 2 10s as well. Worst case scenario, I can also just death. Okay. Let's do one of these. And then let's sack some blue seal value. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Gotta win to get the value, so let's concentrate on doing that. Don't want to put death out of my Fool, but Wheel of Fortune would also be kind of cool for Polychrome. I guess I shouldn't spin the wheel right now, though, because if it hits the Fortune Teller right before bro's about to perish, I would be immensely sad. Excuse me. Uranus card. For me, not gonna lie, and no offense to Balatro speedrun, Nanon or Gold Stake is the most RNG BS I've ever seen. Sorry for late reply. I mean, dude, you just gotta run it more, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my god, we have Omen Globe, yay! Surely that matters. 2 blinds before we're supposed to win, right? I'm still taking that shit because, like, I don't know, man. Could still get some pretty cool spectral cards. Probably we just hang them here. Could also sell the fortune teller and just bank on the judgment giving us something. That is almost never a good play. Vagabond and Bootstrap super synergy. True. True. Holy. But we have like no ranks for 9s and 3s. We ideally hang. Well, there's those right there, huge. Take 1 reroll here. Ass. Go next. Death card, as some may say. I'm so shocked that that didn't hit the fortune teller. Shocked, smash like. Simply pivot. So true, bestie. So true. Giga synergy. Wait, that scored me 118,000 points? Yo, low-key... no, I couldn't have full skipped to the boss. I mean, if Crimson Heart hit Cartomancer, though, probably I could have, actually. Let's fix the only other 9 out of our deck. And then we can ship this 2-pair. Remove all non-blue bosses from the boss pool. Yeah, actually, if we're making this into a functional mod... Is that possible that we can remove all of the non-blue bosses from the pool? Then we would have to repeat a ton though, right? Because how many, like, having finisher boss be Cerulean Bell would be really funny for the challenge, but like how many actual boss blinds are blue? 1, I would say 2, 3, 4. So our only bosses that we could face would be House, Fish, Arm, and Eye. Yeah, no, never mind. That is horrible. That is horrible. Never mind. I was only planning on doing 4 Cerulean Bell. Yeah, 4 Cerulean Bell would be fun, but that would be a terrible set of bosses. Literally the worst ones. Yes, I mean, like, not all of the worst ones. We dodged Flint, but still pretty dog shit. Gonna remove the non-blue decks, I think. That's chill. That's chill. Wow, no 2-pair. That's huge. Get rid of the Jack. Get rid of the 6. Get rid of the King. I mean, I only need 1 2-pair here, bro. Okay, really? Really? Okay. I gotta spend either money or blue seals on this, and probably I want to spend money before blue seals when I'm this close to the end, or when I'm, like, in the end game. It's allowed in ranked multiplayer, by the way. What? Obelisk is unironically A-tier minimum. I just can't use it. That's kind of fair. It's not the most intuitive card in the world. You gotta get practice. You gotta get practice. The water is light blue. Yeah, I guess the water was also light blue. That's still horrible though. Just noticed the Slay the Jokers extension. That's so cool. Yeah. It works for modded too, which I don't know how they do that. I think it's literally just black magic, but it is really cool that it works for modded as well. I actually love that. I'm gonna reroll. Dude, the photo is just plaguing me this run. Take the Uranus card. We're taking a substantial hit in our scoring here because of Fortune Teller being gone, but also we have a plus 70 pants. So maybe I'm making a big deal out of nothing. Let's take 1 more reroll. Go next. Could take a Mime here for the blue seals and the steel. That seems fine for right now, just to have something filling the slot. I think probably this late in the game, the steel is going to matter more than the blue seals, especially since we have so many deathed blue seals. We're probably pulling a bunch of them to hand anyway, but it is fine. Also doubles gold money. Flowchart pivot trust. True. I have a question. Does blue percent have to be a random seed? That's the idea, but like, I don't know, man. You could seed it if you want. It's already like impossible enough. Why are you streaming and chatting in a stream? Wait, is Genie streaming right now? Wait, that's so funny. I'm attempting his blue percent. Yo, put a reset counter on screen, because if you're not doing it seeded, I genuinely want to see how many attempts it takes. If you like do it unseeded. It'd be so funny. Probably I could ship this 2-pair for right meow. Okay, what is this getting me without Fortune Teller? It's probably not that big of a scoring gap, but it's still kind of a big scoring gap. Let's ship this. Molt Trigger works. We can get out of Cardo. We can get out of Cardo for sure. I'm gonna discard here just because blue seals are yummy, and I only really need one for it to be like super valuable. Okay. Let's sell you. Let's sell you. I'm gonna make this queen into glass, and hopefully it doesn't break. If it breaks, this is kind of buns, but glass cards would be kind of cool for this boss. Of course. Huge. All right. Well, we get 2 Uranus cards. It's in the box. Glumbus. Ooh, the Fortune Teller makes a return. 2-pair levels at 320 chips. It's definitely just selling face for Fortune Teller here. Ectoplasm. Wait, that's okay. That's kind of funny, actually. Literally last blind, huge. Okay, we got Temperate. Maybe Cryptid is better here because we have the Mime. I also do want to take that Glumbus in the shop. Not because it matters at all, because it won't, but just, you know, Glumbus for the boys. Consensus in Genie's chat is that Genie's better than you. At Gold Stake? I don't know. At multiplayer? Yeah, absolutely. 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 In multiplayer, no, nobody's arguing with you there, buddy. Ecto? We definitely don't Ecto. As a streamer. Oh. Bitch. I'm just kidding. It's definitely not Ecto here. It's either Temperance or Cryptid. Cryptid for more steel. Because probably we want to hold on to the Mime, or we could do Temperance for bigger bootstraps. I think let's just Cryptid with the Mime, right? What are steals with Mime? Steals are the first times 1.5 to 2-pair is what? I can't do math. 8.5, so that would be 25.5, and then after that it's like 37-ish. So each steal is like a plus 20 base, and then they just get better from there. Whereas this Temperance is what? Gets us up to 150 bucks, so it would be what, a plus 8. It's just Cryptid. He focused on my shock until I redacted. Thank you, 3, for the 3-stream streak. Let's get out of Cardo just for Glumbus, because it's funny. He's not doing a damn thing here, but he is quite silly. Also, Crimson Heart could just, like, ass blast me here, so let's hope that that doesn't happen. If Crimson Heart hits either pants or bootstraps, that's, like, really not bueno. Huge. Okay, now I have steel, though, so it matters, like, a lot less. I have 2 steel triggers with Mime. Also, Glumbus actually did something. Wait, Glumbus was actually the correct play there. That's crazy. First lucky card triggered Glumbus. Wait, that was actually the optimal play in retrospect. That is wild. Okay, what is the 2-pair draw here? Probably 6s. Yeah, it's almost assuredly 6s, right? Or I could do that. That works too. Probably this wins. Gonna be close. Ship it. If this doesn't win, the next 2-pair definitely does. Poggies. Put the W in the bag. GG, well played. Columbus blessed, true. Alright, GG's. That was, you know, early on it was a little shaky. We made some plays that maybe we shouldn't have, but I just, you know, I hit that streamer luck every time and we get rewarded with the pants and then we just win. Two win streak? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. My prediction didn't go to waste. Huge. Okay, now Nanin. On this run, we missed a Baron, man. We missed the Baron. We can't do it on this run. Next time, don't go for photo, please. I think speculative Chad is always worth, but yeah, speculative photo was kind of crazy in retrospect. 3 with the hydrate, I got you. Bro, if we would have got the photo Chad, though. Come on, chat. Come on. Bootstraps also pisses me off, dude. Fucking hate not being able to reroll. Even though the polychrome bootstraps is like definitely what won us that run because it was like our only X-molt. Bro, not being able to reroll pisses me off. I hate it. It's so annoying. All right, I'm back. The man behind the mask. Huh? What do you mean? Okay. Let me update these stats. We're 1-0. We are 46-56. We are on a 2 streak. Let us continue to cook, shall we? I think Genie is 1 away from affiliate. Wait, actually? Follows? I don't know if... I don't think I'm following Genie, actually. I didn't know they streamed on Twitch. The only times that I've heard Genie stream, they're like talking about Discord. Wait, let me follow Genie real quick. I don't think I'm following them. Bang. All right, Pog. Shock, how do I get a good reset counter? I started like Tuesday. What are you using? Well, it doesn't matter what you're using. If you have OBS or Streamlabs, there should be. I just update mine manually. If you're asking about one that like updates automatically, honestly, don't know. But I update mine manually when I do stuff like that, and for that you can just get like something like I have in the top left. So you can just do like a text source in OBS. Also WOBS user instead of Streamlabs. Huge. What deck, by the way? I have 4 Gore. Yeah, why'd we run the Jamble before we picked deck? I mean, I guess if you're keeping track, it should be intuitive. Nebula deck. Nebula Gold is next. I love skewing the prediction. You're predicting against me on Nebula? That's a bold move. Isn't Nebula like my second best deck right now? I actually don't know. This is a genuine question. Now I'm looking at the spreadsheet. Nebula. Yeah, Nebula is one of my number 2 decks. The other one is Checkered. My number 1 deck is Magic. Magic's just so good. How was Black Deck? Black Deck was interesting. We had giga good luck in the early game for Black Deck. It was so nice. We had chips. I think we had chips molt and X molt by like ante 2. It was pretty good. I don't like it. I didn't like Nebula deck until I realized you just force pairs on it because of the telescope. Unless you get like some insane technology, but like if you don't get anything like super notable, you just force pairs on it every time. I feel like that's always the play. When your celestial packs are guaranteed Mercury cards, it goes such a long way. Just managed to beat Purple Stake in 1 go after literally 100 runs on Blue Stake. GG's. Huge achievement. Magic 1, yellow 2. -1 consumable is ass. I will say -1 consumable really pisses me off. I don't even think it's necessarily that big of a nerf. It just really annoys me. Like, I don't know. Like, if you had, like, yellow deck or something, maybe that's not a good example, but, like, y'all catch my drift. I think if you had, like, any other deck with -1 consumable, it would also not be that bad. Like, it probably wouldn't affect your win rate that much. But, like, it's just annoying to play around. It's so dumb. I spend more than half the time on low stakes compared to the high stakes. I almost never play low stakes anymore, unless it's for multiplayer. Low stakes for multiplayer is fun because then it's like, can I min-max the seed more than my opponent? But solo low stakes I feel like is so boring. Especially with the vanilla game. Like solo low stakes in modded runs, you're like unfamiliar with everything, so then it's fun because it's like rediscovering stuff. But like white stake vanilla is literally just you have to try to lose on the majority of runs. It's, I don't know. It's okay. It just gets old very fast. -1 consumable is huge because think about it like this. You can't reliably use your shop to block bad tarots or planets if you need to. I am a big tarot blocker in general, but also I think in gold stake when you're not re-rolling nearly as much as you are, and maybe like multiplayer where you're like multiplayer tarot blocking is kind of like a needed skill so that you're seeing tarot cards that your opponents don't, and so that you're seeing like the really good tarot cards more often. But like in gold stake, I feel like most of the time you're not re-rolling a ton to where tarot blocking is like super worth. Do I still do it? Yeah, absolutely, because like it gives yourself a little bit of an advantage, but I like -1 tarot blocking slot is like, it sucks, but I don't think it's that insane at the end of the day. So this is kind of what I was talking about. Granted, he is rental, so I'm not taking him here. I am taking him here, but I'm going to sell him. But if in the hypothetical scenario that this Ancient Joker was not rental here, if it was like not rental or perishable right here, we just snap pick this Ancient Joker, and then instead of forcing pairs, we force flushes. And that's insane technology, but right now I think we cannot get away with that. Probably I take him into the blind just in case I need the extra score, but probably that's not the case. Let's go one more time for the spades. Okay. This should not win. Excuse me. And then we have 3 of a kind, which does win, so we'll sell him because I am not paying rent this early. Then we get out. 6 clams. Fool Celestial Pack. Ooh. Ooh. I think we do want a Celestial Pack here because our Telescope hits flush, because we've played all of these hands one time, but Telescope will always hit. If you have an equivalent number of hands played for like specific poker hands, like in this scenario, Telescope will always hit what is at the top. At least I'm 90% certain. So our Celestial Pack is guaranteed flush level, which makes... Probably we could win this boss without it, but it makes the boss a lot more consistent. If it hits Mercury, do we take? Maybe with the Fool. That's $7 for 2 Mercury levels. Honestly, maybe with the Fool we take it. I wouldn't be against it. Regardless, I think we go in here. Uranus also not too bad if we wanted to take the Fool. 4x40, yeah. The flush is like better for ante 2 if we still don't find any scoring after this, though, because flush into small blind, we can play 2 flushes and get out 99% of the time. Excuse me. Yeah, honestly, I don't know here. With the Fool card, the Uranus is like much better here because that turns our Uranus base into 60 times 4, which is a lot. Probably we can get out of this boss with 2 pairs, maybe. Actually, I think I'm lying. No, not really. If we play 2 pairs of faces, that's 100 times 4. That's 400 points. Maybe by that prospect, we take the Uranus cards and then just force 2-pair instead. Because with the Jupiter card, we're getting out in 2 hands anyway, because, like, unless we get, like, a giga high flush. Flush is, like, 500 points on average if you're level 2 flushing it. So if we're expecting to get out in 2 hands anyway, maybe we just take the Uranus card into the Fool. I think that's the play. The thing with this play is we get punished more if there's not a good scoring joker in this next shop. But if there's like a Molt joker in this next shop, then this really lets us branch into a build that we are more happy about playing. We could also just get punished if we don't hit the 2-pair here, which would be huge. I think we put the flush in our telescope. I think we keep the flush in our telescope, unfortunately, and just hit, because if we're expecting 2-pair to be 300 points, like we said, this flush is also 300 points. It's just shy, but that's fine. You can go for the 10, I guess. We hit the 10. This gets us out of the blind, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but it does keep flush in our telescope. Maybe we don't care that much about it.
Okay, we want to see a Molt joker. That is not a Molt joker. If I knew the Spectral pack had a Hex, I would honestly take this Delayed Grad into the Spectral pack, but because I don't know if it has a Hex, probably that's never the play. Let's take the Spectral. Incantation and Aura. Man, what a dogshit Spectral pack. That's so unfortunate, man. Honestly, this could be a top-up tag angle. Excuse me. Pair gaming, but 2. Incantation is fine. It's not the best. I don't know. I wouldn't even say it's good here. I guess for 2-pair, maybe I don't know, man. For anything besides, like, pairs and high cards, I just really hate deck crowding, and Incantation crowds the deck so much here. I guess for 2-pair, it does give us 5 ofs of a bunch of different ranks, so that could maybe be enticing. This could also give us gold, which would be pretty cool. I think it's never Aura. It's probably either Incantation or Skip. Don't Aura a face card, cause bus. Yeah, maybe. My intuition is to skip here, but this just gives me 2 gold cards, so let's rip it. Okay, it gave me no gold cards. See, that's why I don't like taking Incantation. However, 6 2s, 5 5s, 5 6s now may be better for 2-pair. They are all low ranks, though, so that's kind of dog shit. We got 2 steals, a wild, and a glass. Not a big fan of that, honestly. Let's take the Empress card just so we can live. Let's take the top-up tag because I need score. And we're not getting that much value out of that blind anyway. The top-up tag yields mail-in and swash. That's kind of disgusting. That is, like, really, really good. So the 2-pair scores 84 chips and 6 molt on average. That's like, what, 500 points, give or take? So we would need 3 2-pairs here. Wii Joker. Yeah, this could be a pretty good Wii line. 500 almost on the dot. 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3. 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3. 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3. Oh, but I want to save my discards. We can... If we're getting 500 points on a 2-pair and we also have the Empress card, which more than doubles our score, then probably we can ship this high card to get some mail-in value. Seance next shop? Don't even say it, man. Don't even say it. Let's discard 5 for more mail-in potential. Okay. 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2. Hello, Junior. Welcome in. Okay, we get 10 bucks off of the mail-in. We do get the 2-pair here. I think I'm just gonna pop the Empress card to get out in 1. Because this should get out in 1 if our first 2-pair was 500 points. And like I said, the Empress card more than doubles our score. Mail-in on 2s. Incantation clutching up. Planets in the shop. Oh my god, dude. This is a horrible, horrible, horrible set of shops. Okay. The rental blows, but that's a lot of stability for us. Wasn't paying... Immediately punished for not paying attention to bosses because now the water is gonna not allow me to get mail-in value. Why are you rerolling so much to find a scoring piece, dude? Swash is +2 molt and I didn't have... I had 1 more Uranus level. It's a little sketch. Business card. With the foil popcorn, we win in 1, so business card is not even worth it. I would just have to sell it immediately. Maybe if I play exactly this high card, we don't win in 1, but this, like, 50-20 is Giga score. Okay, so I could have played 1 high card and then sold the business card, so potential -$2. Trying to convince myself not to quit this game because of Golden Needle, so I'll just watch someone better than me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I should make a PNG tuber, but it's just like your face and the jaw moves sometimes like a bad puppet. Oh, look, the wild too. Yeah, true. Good night, Luca. Thank you for popping in. Okay. Rebate on queens, that's fine. $7. Eternal Rental Fortune Teller. Not a big fan. Wall action? Rerolling is just so much worse than packs is why I'm against it. I mean, do we not just die if we don't reroll there? Usually, especially into the water. Because we have, like, no chips. Unless we find 2-pair, which, like, I don't know. Wouldn't we have needed more than 1 2-pair? If we only need 1 2-pair to survive the water there, then yeah, rerolling's a bad idea. But like, if we don't find another, if we need 2 2-pairs, then like that becomes really sketch on water, I feel. We have telescope. Yeah, I guess we have telescope. I don't know. Especially with the rebate, I think it was fine. Maybe a little questionable, but I think we're chilling. I think Clown should be on the blue % because of his cool blue tie. Sure, pal. Sure, pal. That works. Let's take both of these for econ and also just taking things. Scales the swash. Got no rebate value because we won in 1. That's so huge. This might also win in 1 just because of the foil. No. Let's go for faces. Huge. Straight wins? The straight did not win. Unless that wasn't what you were talking about, in which case, let me get business card value, dude. Slow down a little bit, please. Gonna go lurk and play sledding game? Sounds good. Do YouTube and Twitch chat despise or love each other? It can be both. Probably I want paintbrush if I'm playing 2-pair. Wall's a little scary here, but not like horrible. Hermie card. Pog, pog, pog. Could take a chariot. Probably that doesn't matter that much. Let's go into the spectral. Deja vu familiar. Probably
Maybe Deja Vu. Well, the business card's perishable, so probably Deja Vu. I don't know. I really don't like Deja Vu in Gold Stake context. Realistically, what are we doing with a red seal if I put it on like a face card? We're getting business card money in the short term, and in the long term, it's going to be like, I don't know, maybe Jold or something like that. Steel, maybe. We would kill any YouTube chatter on the spot if we saw one in real life. Hello? What do you mean? I kind of like the familiar angle. Rebate is stinky with the familiar. I mean, not even necessarily, right? I guess depending on what it hits. But even if we have a bunch of 5-ofs for with the familiar, is that not just better for rebate? Unless it hits like, we literally hit like. No, I feel like familiar's fine with the rebate. Hello, Shock and chat. How goes it? What's up, Jeezy? Welcome in. I'll take the familiar here. Surely we get Jold. Second time that I've been scammed out of Jold, by the way. Huge. Let's take the paintbrush. Let's take the chariot card. Let's go next. Looking for 7s for rebate. How much is my 2-pair? I know I'm sacking hella business card value, but I want to gauge my score. If this wins in 1, I'm gonna be upset, but that's not happening. Okay, so I need 2 more 2-pairs to win. Still no rebate value. That's huge. That's actually so pog. I could play a high card here, keep the steel in hand and all the faces for rebate. Here on YouTube chat, we don't go outside. I mean, y'all are watching somebody play Balatro at 12:30 in the AM my time, so like clearly. Let's do a bit of discarding here. Let's do a bit more discarding just in case this wins. I could do a full house here and then maybe just play the pair of, like, follow up with the pair of jacks. I'm wondering if full house wins. Full house is 90, 140 chips and 18, 24, 28 mult. Let me get out my, I mean, that just wins, right? It's 104, even 140 times 20 is, no, that doesn't win. I'm an idiot. Regardless, chat, let me calc on my not calc. Times 28, that's 3920. So that's actually significantly worse than 2-pair. Probably I play the 2-pair here, and then if this doesn't win, we can play the pair, and if it does win, I just give up on the fact that we can get more business card value. I mean, business card can give me more hits like that, and then I'm like giga chillin'. Straight should win and gives us the most business card value. Ship it. Most potential business card value, I should have said, because that was stinky. 10 clams. I can take the... This isn't Eternal, right? With the art... I love that they made this like a legendary where the art pops out of it, but then you can't see stickers. Double tag, gold sticker, yeah, rental. This is only rental, so we'll buy this. We'll sell this. I'm never using that in my entire life, but it's rental, so it's fine. I can take clearance sale, and then I can go into both packs. Pick up a Uranus card, pick up a standard pack. Nothing fancy there. Take this Glutinous Joker for Swash. Probably selling that the first chance that I get, but I digress. Ship the 2-pair. Cola can't be Eternal? Oh wait, true, I'm an idiot. Get the rebate money. I can play the 3 of a kind and then maybe follow it up with 2-pair.
I bet YouTube chat can't spiel. Huh? Huh? I'll ship this for business card. Bruh. Let's get rid of you. The discard for the rebate money is more value than the Jolt, so we'll discard here. I can play a full house and this wins and gets me a business card. Now I don't have the plus chips, so shipping random hands for business cards is a lot more risky. Luna with the 13 biddies. Here's a full house on the house. Appreciate that, man. Many thanks. Many thanks. I can make pizza. That's what YouTube chat can do, clearly. I mean, that's kind of respectable, man. We could take the swash egg combo. Chat, it's happening. Banner is pretty bad. Could sock my buskin. Could fib. I already forgot what I lost. What perished? Because that determines what I need to replace. Foil popcorn, which was plus chips and plus malt. The plus chips were far more impactful, though. Probably we just take sock, right? Every time I get a black stake run on this challenge, I make it to exactly ghost deck and then die because I finally let myself relax and forget to read a boss blind. Dude, that's so real. Dude, when you're win streaking, you literally just can't. You can't take your eyes off the ball for like even a second. It's so ass. Luna with the 74 biddies. Many thanks. Yeah, probably we just take sock with the business card. The business card's also about to perish, which is kind of cringe. Sock also gives us... No, it gives us the second most swash value here. Let's take sock. Go for a reroll. We have another rental Jola. I'm not taking that because who cares, but it is really funny that it pulled up again. Okay. Oh, dude, fuck the -1 consumable slot so hard. Dagger could be funny. With the egg. Probably I'm rotating out of a value piece with that, though. I really wish sock and business card weren't both perishable, because then I could take an oops here. Maybe even over a rebate, and then we could do, like, some goof shit with that. Glumbus Dice Pog. Glumbus Dice. Okay, holy holographic Red Seal King, Batman. I think I'm taking that. I really want to take oops here, but I think I die every single time I do. I was expecting the Bloodstone in the next reroll. Let's go next. I can take kind of a shite 2-pair just to see what she's scoring. 3780. Does that even get me out of the blind? I think Sans retriggers. That is a nay. Might even be a nay with retriggers, bruh. This is not looking all that fantastic. No, that gets me out. Just barely. I need high 2-pairs, though. Maybe I don't discard the jack just yet. I am kind of rich. The retriggers from sock also get me more chips. Okay, now I can do this. It gets me significantly less money, but what good is money if you're dead? Let's ship it. Huge business card procs. That's so sick. I don't want to discard the jacks because then that's banking on me drawing into an exactly a 2-pair, because anything else I just die due to not having chips. So as much as I would really like to get value out of those, I think it's always the incorrect play. I can discard this queen because I only have one of them. Discard this 9 because I only have one. And then probably I just do this.
Okay. This should be good. We already have lots of money. Yeah, exactly. Fortune teller. I mean, this could be a run for fortune teller, but I'm not seeing it right now. Let's get some more chips from our Uranus cards. Maybe have faith in the streamer. Yeah, come on, man. Work with me. Smiley is pretty cool. Maybe I could get out a business card for Smiley, just for more consistent points. Because business card is going to perish anyway. Let's take the wheel here before I make a decision. It's the boss, the goad. That hits the red seal, which is really sad, but other than that... Oh, it hits 2 wild cards too. God, dude. That's so cheeks. Swash Egg is also more molt as well. So maybe I don't need the smiley face. But I mean, if this is going to perish anyway, and we have rebate for money, let's just do this. Bus, foil, perishable rental, droll. Yep, go next. Get me out of that shop immediately. Chalkboard, but it's perishable rental. That's so sick. And I have reroll voucher, so that's also just ass. Or not reroll voucher, fucking hand size voucher. Shock isn't ass at Balatro because he watched Shock's Gold Stake Joker tier list video smash like. True. I'll watch that when I don't have a wedding to go to tomorrow. That's so fair. Yay, my first mail-in hit is debuffed. Whee! Okay, what do I not have a lot of? 3s and 10s. So I could hang a 3. What else could I hang without feeling bad? Pretty much anything in the middle. So maybe this 3 and this 8 work fine for hanging. This is also the worst 2-pair of all time, but it's still a 2-pair, so probably I'm gonna play it just to get more cards in my hand. Cycle this 9, since it's not getting rebate value anyway. Yay! That's like no points. They're the molt cards. Those are gonna help quite a bit. Oh wait, no, these are our mail-in hits. We're always getting rid of these. 4 jacks, 3 queens. 2 8s, 3 7s, 3 6s, and then we have a pair of 2s. Let's just do this. We're tossing Jold, but we're getting rebate hits, so it's fine, surely. Play the jacks, play the 2s. We have 4 5s, so probably we get rid of the 6 over anything else. Was Bull a play? Bull was a play, but it was perishable, right? Bull was a play over Sock for consistency, but I think if it's perishable, probably we just keep Sock and we get, you know, we just make some money and try and look for something better. And ship this. Oh, maybe I should have kept the steal, actually, if we're retriggering Smiley. Probably it's fine, but that was maybe something to be considered. I can ship this, and then I really need some faces. That's not what I meant. Probably I lose. Well, how many of my faces? Actually, almost every face card that I can draw here is not debuffed. So if I just draw good faces, then I'm chilling. Pog. This should win. Nice. Bro said, let's diddle kids. Hello? What is my chat? Palette makes 2 pairs pretty much just free to find. But that doesn't really do anything for my score right now, so I could give a fuck. Hermie, we probably always take. I think Judgment here is also not that bad. The egg swash is just not happening with this build, man.
We should either get out of Sock Smiley or get out of Egg Swash. Sock is perishable and Smiley is rental, so maybe that's my answer. I think I got out of Sock here because if I get out of Smiley Face, I think I just lose on the spot. But, like, I need something else, man. Could also just strength more faces here. We don't have to take the Judgment. Probably the Judgment is just ass anyway, so maybe I take the Sock because it is doing something for my scoring right now. What do we got? Could strength a 10 into another Jack for more face cards, and then we have, like, 4 7s. I could strength a 6 into a 7. 6 7? I could strength a 3 to get 3s out of the deck. I guess I can just do this strength into this hermit. Perishable Bean is just Bean. Yeah, but like, who cares? Bean does not fit into our lineup right now. What value am I getting off of Bean? I can see 2-pair more consistently, which, like, A, if I buy this voucher, then it doesn't matter, and B, I can probably already see it consistently. The drawing of the hand is not what I'm concerned with. It is the scoring so that the hand is not just complete shite. Red Seal Lucky 2. That's kind of funny. We have a lot of 2s, so it's good with rebate. This is very hackable, which doesn't matter for our build, so I don't even know why. This feels like Gigabait, man. It's better for 2-pair as well, so maybe we just take it anyway. Let's just take it, because it's a Red Seal Lucky card. That's very good. I wish I would have rerolled into that before taking all these cards. I have a double tag. Is there, like, a standard skip? No. Probably I just take this still, though. No. The problem is what do I rotate out of? Like, this is a win if we can get it off the ground, but what do we rotate out of? We have to rotate out of Sock for this, right? And then, see, here's the thing, though. This could very easily be bait, because if I rotate out of Sock for this and we can't win this blind, which I feel like is the case, then we're just fucked. But if we can win this blind, if there's even, like, one standard pack in the next shop, then we're chilling. I feel like getting out of Sock... like, this feels like such bait. 140 chips on 2-pair. What did I score last blind? Like, this feels like Gigabait. I guess last blind... shit was also debuffed. Hot take rebate. Low-key, I could see it just to fit it into the build. I could genuinely see selling rebate for this. If we are assuming that we're getting the best... Okay, I'm going to calc this because this is very necessary for the goddamn... Dude, I'm stuttering like such an idiot. I told y'all I was running on fumes. I'm going to calc this because it's very necessary for, like, what we pivot into. If we get the absolute best 2-pair that we can get, that's 140 chips plus 80 from scoring the cards. That's 220 chips times... Base mult is 8. We add 11 to that for 19, and then re-triggering all the faces, the Smiley gets 40. So it would be 220 times 59. Absolute best 2-pair is 12,980, which gets us out in 2. If we do 220 times 39 instead, because that's what would happen if we sold Sock, that would be 8580. And then we just barely get out in 3 2-pairs. I think we have to sell rebate, man. 3 2-pairs of face cards is so bad. Just want to say I'm 1 hour into the challenge and I haven't gotten to ante 3. I would be surprised if you had. The issue with selling rebate is we don't have money for packs for hologram, and also we don't have money to pay for the rental fee. But I think if we want to fit this into our build, it just has to be rebate. Or it could be egg, hot take, and then we just get out of swash. But egg swash is probably more consistent for, like, 2-pair gaming, because this sock is perishable, right? So we're not doing shit with this sock anyway, like 1 ante from now. In which case, the swash egg can be econ from temperances and also plus molt into the holograms times molt. We can re-roll more, but also is that consistent? Two pairs is consistent, which is why I think we don't sell sock. I think if we're selling anything, it's got to be rebate. So let's just rip it. If you get out of egg, you're cooked when sock goes. Yeah, exactly. I think we have to get out of rebate. And then knowing that we're getting out of rebate, probably we take 0 more rerolls here, just so we have money to scale the holograms. Let's go next. We need the 2 pairs of face cards as well for this line to be consistent. That's kind of big. Let's ship kind of a shitty 2 pair here. This should be getting us out in 3 hands now, because that score really doesn't matter at the end of the day. We take voucher, not yet. What's up, Afflictions? Welcome in. Yeah, with Steel, this wins. So we still 1 and 2, like our plan. $7. We get a mega standard here. We're cooking. We get jack shit. That's huge. Probably we're still fine, but this kind of blows. I think we definitely take the Celestials here because it's guaranteed Uranus. So this is just chip scaling, which is really pog. Like, if we scale this hologram at all, we just get out of smiley face, and then it's a solved game. But getting to that point is going to be the frustrating part. Also, the flint here really sucks. Voucher now? Bro, relax. We can take the voucher late, dude. We don't want to sack all of our econ into the voucher. Honestly, we could dodge this voucher as well. Like, 2 pairs consistent enough, man. We need the econ to pay for 2 rents and also to have money left over to scale the hologram. The voucher is not needed. And now, just because I'm yelling at chat, we're not going to win this blind, and it's going to be due to not drawing 2 pair. And I'm just going to look like a fuckwit, but that's okay. 10 grand on a 2 pair. Yeah, we might be just cooked here. Surely we discard the pair of 6s, right? Dude. Okay. That's really nice. 3 9s, 1 6, 4 5s, 2 4s. 3 queens. I'm photo chatting. I didn't need to put that in the front. That's okay. This might win with the hollow. We don't have steel, though, so almost certainly it doesn't. Never mind. I'm stupid. 11 clams. 1 standard, 1 celestial. We take the standard for sure. Chat, am I wild for saying that we just still die? We'll take the steel too, because that can scale with the smiley face. If I take both the celestial and the voucher, I go down to 29, and then I'm losing my ass on rent. So probably it's one or the other. Honestly, I kind of want to go for pack. Especially because, like, what the fuck do we care about holding in our deck right now? We have 1 gold card. I think we just rip pack, skip voucher, honestly. It pains the deepest parts of my soul to skip a palette, but we need econ, like, badly, so you just gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, we fuck the 2 pair draw. That's huge. Probably I go like this. We can sacrifice 1 jack. Cool. I think I gotta play a pair here. You live with steel in the all-face 2 pair? Yeah, it's gotta be like exactly that though, right? We got the all-face 2 pair. Just got to look for steel. We have 3 steel cards in the deck. I think another 2-pair enough is likely enough where I just want to get deeper into my deck. So let's sack the hand here and play another 2-pair. $14,000. That's so ass, man. We got to sack the gold value here. The steel isn't even going to get it done, is it? We got to get 2 steel, it looks like. Don't even draw the king. That's so huge. I mean, we have 4 kings in the deck, man. This has just got to be the play. Pair here gets actually nothing. By the way, if I would have just discarded instead, we would have had the steel in hand, but I digress. We draw a king here and we live anyway, so it's okay. Fuck. This could still maybe be close. Manifesting red seal. Yeah, the red seal would have also been pretty pog. I think we die here. The 2 steals are going to do major work, but I think we're fucked. That was 2 steals and it was $14,000. Fuck, dude. Oh, it's so huge. We just had no chips, right? Because of the flint. Good shit. Brutal. All right. Easy come, easy go with the streak. It's all right. That's all right. We chilling. '07 indeed, man. Ugh. All right, let me get the prediction locked in. High streamer by streak. True. Welcome in, Ariza. Ariza? I don't know. Chat. Bang. Chat, I know it was a relatively short stream. I'm going to call it there because I got to be up early tomorrow. I know that 2 hours is like really kind of nothing for a stream, so I do apologize, but I got to be up early and I've already kind of been lacking in the sleep department, so I don't want to like kill myself trying to get up early tomorrow after like a Giga stream. So let's see if we can raid somebody. And then we'll be back tomorrow. Y'all thought I was crazy for doubting Nebula? Dude, that was literally the silver bullet for Nebula was Flint. If that was any boss other than the Flint and like maybe Plant, we just get out of there. Because we scored 30 grand into the Flint right on half score. I mean, it's not really half. It's half chips. I don't know, man. Is Genie still doing blue percent? Genie's still doing blue percent. We can raid Genie. Let's do this. All right, we're gonna raid out. You're good, brother. You're good, brother. I can't talk, man. It's actually like concerning at this point. Raid Genie though. Yeah, I got you. Chat. Appreciate y'all for watching. Thank y'all so much for watching. Love y'all. Go watch the new YouTube video. The Gold Stake Joker tier list has finally been edited and is in a format for your viewing enjoyment. So go watch that on YouTube, !YT if you're in Twitch, or if you're on YouTube, just go to the video on YouTube. Aside from that, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we might do modded because we haven't checked out a new mod in forever, and I do want to check out some more new mods. So tomorrow we might do modded. We might also just do gold stake streaks. Might not even do Balatro. We might do something else tomorrow. But regardless, we'll be back tomorrow, and then Sunday is my night off, so I won't be here on Sunday. So the plan for tomorrow, plan for like the weekend is probably just modded tomorrow, and then after that we can see what we get into, I guess. Anyway, chat, love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. And yeah, that's all I got. Go show Genie some love. YouTube, if you're on, if you're over there, come over to the Twitch so we can raid Genie. And yeah, love you guys. Catch you tomorrow. Stream over, Lamau. My bad. All right, peace out. Love y'all.